So, the GT1030, we meet again. I'd say it is likely most unpopular to overclock these low profile graphics cards, and that's for the one single reason. It draws power only from the PCIe slot. So today we'll be looking at how far you can push it, what you can do with it, and what games can you play. Now while editing this very video, I wanted to see other benchmarks and came across this.
It's actually instead a more realistic approach to using a GT1030 or a similar card in a more realistic computer build. I mentioned in my GT1030 review that the 1030 is really marketed towards HTPC users.
I'm sorry, it's actually the first GT graphics card marketed towards gamers.
But in that review, I benchmarked the video card with a Ryzen 5 processor overclocked and 16 gigabytes of DDR4 memory.
I do actually agree that is overkill.
Chances are, if you're in the market for a $70 video card, you're not going to have a 4-core, 8-threaded processor overclocked, and you probably won't have anywhere near 16 gigabytes of DDR4 memory. So this video is to remedy that situation a bit and give a more realistic approach towards gaming with a GT1030 or a video card of that nature. A $30 pre-built machine using an Intel Core 2 Duo, 4 gigabytes of DDR3 memory, and a 250 gigabyte hard drive I picked up back in November.
So a Core 2 Duo is a remedy. A $1 CPU is a remedy. Wow. Alright, I'm sorry, none of that bullshit here. We're actually gonna pair it with a CPU of the same caliber. Also the same budget, cause both the budget is similar, and two, the performance actually balances out across games, especially in GTA 5. So, we just searched up TimeSpy scores, and look at that. Boom. 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 First, second, and fourth place. Alright guys, so we turned up core voltage up to the max, core clock plus 250, memory clock plus 804. Of course, fan speed on automatic because this is rather sufficient actually. So we have DirectX 11 enabled, 720p because low budget gamers are honestly not gonna play on 1080p or 1440p. So we have any form of anti-aliasing or anti-surface filtering disabled, and we have a mix between, well, texture quality of course is normal because the 2 gigabytes of VRAM. Then again, everything else is set either off or very high. And well, yeah, in-game depth of field, of course, run benchmarks. Now, if you actually do pay attention to the benchmark, we can see that this graphics card on these settings, of course, a major overclock, which is, I'd say, even overkill for this graphics card. We don't see anything below 50s, well, the late 50s, and I wouldn't say anything above 100 FPS, although 100 FPS is something that is one of the highest FPS values we can get in here, so enjoy the rest of the benchmark. Alright people, here we are, Fallout 4, you just had to know that this was coming. And right now we are in Concord and we are getting 30 to 60 FPS, and for GT1030 on Ultra preset, yes we are on the Ultra preset, 720p of course. I'd say this isn't really that bad. Oh, and by the way, you might want to go in here later on, just saying.